Blindness is one of the strongest challenges someone can face in life, and it takes extra energy to be happy in blindness. This is Mr. and Mrs. Tony in the part 1 of this story titled Blind Couple, and this is Mazi Ude who is behind their blindness. Mr. and Mrs. Tony became blind as they returned to the village to start their building project. It was so unbelievable how happy they became even in their blindness. Mazi Ude was elder brother to Mr. Tony. After making them blind, he still was not happy because of the level of happiness he saw in his blind brother and the wife, because he was expecting them to be down and always in tears in their condition. Mazi Ude could see with his 2 eyes, but he has never been happy like his blind brother and the wife. This blind couple would always hold hands together, gist together, play together, and laugh at all times. Even in their blindness, Mr. Tony's wife would always move her hands across her husband's face to feel his face and to tell him how handsome he was. Mazi Ude lived in sadness even after making his brother and the wife to be blind. Before I tell you why Mazi Ude made them to be blind, let me tell you about happiness. Happiness is a function of accepting what is. Just like this husband and wife, they found themselves in this condition. Instead of giving up and allowing this condition to swallow them up, they quickly decided to hold on and be happy even in their condition. They will always go together to take their bath, hold hands, and always smile. Again, happiness is a state of mind. It is just according to the way you look at things. Mr. Tony and his wife looked at the condition they were into and decided to protect their mind from being blind, just like their eyes were blind. They were blind in their eyes, but could see through the eyes of their mind. Listen, the brightness of the light in their mind overshadowed the darkness of the blindness in their eyes. What is happiness? Happiness is simply seeing beyond your challenges. It is a spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. Mr. and Mrs. Tony shared what they feel together because they understood that happiness is beautiful when you enjoy it alone, but more beautiful when you share it with someone. Do not be distracted when you are happy because some people around you must be jealous. But one beautiful thing that you must do for yourself is to continue to be happy no matter the condition. Look at him. The people he made blind were happy, but he was never happy that he has decided to cause them more harm. As he was about to unleash his evil, he was distracted, then he ran away. Now, this is how everything started. It all started when Mr. Tony came home to tell his elder brother, Mazi Ude, his intention to build a mansion in the village once the money he was expecting enters his hand. He told him to make plans at once to get the land ready for the building because he planned to channel the money into the project immediately so that nothing else would take the money. Mazi Ude was in support and promised him that he would start the plan immediately. Mr. Tony, who was traveling back to the city that same day, greeted his elder brother and left. When he left, the demon in Mazi Ude rose up. Be careful how you tell someone your plans because they will smile before you but plan evil behind you. To be honest, Mr. Tony did not deserve this wickedness, but let us see. Again, Be careful of even the person sympathizing with you, because they will cause you problems, but they will cry more than you do. This was how Mr. Tony became blind. He called his wife, who was in the city, to come back to the village. She came back and saw her husband blind, who left the city with his 2 eyes sound. She could not believe it. She could not help but to cry. She cried bitterly. It was proper for her to cry at the sight of this. But how I wish she was able to stand in the gap at a time like this, knowing that this was an infliction from the occultic. She was not able to understand that darkness does not submit to the loudness or to the noise of our cry, but darkness obeys what you know. How I wish she was able to speak a word. How I wish she was able to declare a word. How I wish she was able to understand that ignorance is worse than the blindness itself. She failed to understand that nothing sponsors darkness than ignorance. She ran to her husband's elder brother to cry to him, not knowing that he was the brain behind her husband's blindness. She would have understood from the voice of the man that he was happy for what happened to her husband. When he said to her to be happy, at least her husband was still alive. He told her to go and give him food to eat, that within a short time he will come for them to plan on how to bring her husband's properties back to the village from the city. Out of anger, the wife opened her mouth to say that she will make sure that the person involved in this wickedness will pay double, that she will be taking her husband away immediately. After that, she left. Mazude would not allow his brother's wife to discover what happened to her husband. Because of that, he sent his wicked message to the woman immediately. This was how both of them became blind, the husband and the wife. This was too much for them to bear, but thank God they found joy in the midst of their problem. This was where they decided to be happy, no matter what it will cost them. See the blind couple dancing happily, but if someone told them that the worst problem will befall them today, they would not have believed that person. Honestly, it is so sad how wickedness of men lasts before their punishment will come. Let's see what Mazude did to this couple again, even after making them blind. I am just going to stop talking right now. Let's watch and see the wickedness of Mazude on this blind couple. Talk to you later. Honestly, my heart is heavy as I tell this story. There was a heartfelt song Mrs. Tony sang at the end of this video. But before we listen to that song, just make sure you share this video and follow this page so that we can continue this story tomorrow. I'm already in tears. I can't continue this story. Let's continue this story tomorrow. Share this video after listening to this song. And don't forget, this is House of the Songs Global. Bye for now. Listen to the song.
It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. God of mercy and compassion, look with pity upon me. God of mercy and compassion, look with pity upon me. Jesus, Lord, I ask for mercy. Let me know. No.
House of the Suns Global.